to the shop, and today it is still snowing, or snowing again, so it'll probably be another all day in the shop. But what I need to finish up is my drill storage. So I have to finish the 2 Milwaukee spacers to get those in, and then I have to finish the actual permanent support sides so that it actually sits and doesn't roll away from the wall. The one downside, so the reason we have these in place and the reason why I'm going to make sides is because the French cleat system works really awesome with gravitational force going straight down, but when you start building stuff away from it and adding weight away from it, if it's not tall enough, like this piece, and close enough to the wall, you start with this, and with the, well, you can't see it, with the saw stand down here in the bottom, you get the rotational force. So shear force is straight down, and rotational force is trying to roll off the wall basically. And we want to stop that and prevent that so it sits level and turns all of that weight into shear force going down. So we'll build the sides for that. We'll just make it more stable, and then we'll figure out how I want to organize my batteries. When I put the shelf or the sides on, I might build a little shelf back here to make up some of this space behind the handles, so batteries might get stored there, or my bit accessories might get stored there. So we'll see. Without further ado, let's build those sides. Alright, so we need to be 10 inches by about 10 and a half, 10 and 3/4. That'll get us our shape, and then we'll cut out a notch for the wall and the cleat. Cut a nice angle on it so it looks pretty, and then take care of the rest. Screw it on. So I dug this out of my cut-off pile down there, and it is 16 by 20, which should allow us to get 2 panels out of each. I need my earplugs. I will say, this fancy little thing, custom molded earplugs are amazing. This set cost me about $100. I got it at a local place. I think there are actually 3 different hearing places in town, and it's set up at the plug in it. It's not a full cut. I can't remember what the actual reduction is, but it's technically meant for musicians, and so it still allows you to hear some, but it does block a ton, and they're really comfortable to wear. I usually wear them all day. So there we go. So that just gives us 9 7/8. Fudge it a little bit, and I said we'd be 11 inches down. I need a pencil and a mark. And really quick, I'm going to measure the face of that. I'm going to measure the face of that so I know where to start my angle into the corner. We're about 5 3/4 inches. No, that's not right. Four and 3/4 inches. Measure twice, cut once. And then we need to be about a 1/2 inch. Now I'm just going to make it a 1 inch, well, 3/4. On the back side. And not to make woodpeckers more money than they already take from me, but this true square is really freaking neat. It's got all these indexing gauges, and then so you have a nice registered edge, and then you can set your angle. Really nice for making 90s and 45s, and from there it's just pretty slick. Also has gauges, so like I need to make this mark here. Well, it only has 1 inch, so I'm at 3/4. But all right, so let's cut these lengthwise, and then we'll cut the miters. Well, there you have it. I'm missing one of my drills. It's still in my apartment. But, ready to rock and roll. The one thing that I did do with these two that I didn't think about or overlooked when I was making these three, and I'll have to figure out a way to go back and do, is I actually ran a roundover bit, or ran these on the router table, which you saw, with a little roundover bit to ease that edge, whereas these are just pretty square. So I'll be going back and doing that at some point in time. And then, like I said, I might add a shelf down here. We'll see what works. But there it is. That's all of my batteries and all of my drills and a saw. Cool. Until next time.